Welcome everybody, hi! To another indie game development livestream. Today we'll be working on Will You Snail, which, to answer your question, Artindi, is going to be my next big game. Obviously, I also worked on Islanders a little bit today, but we mostly ported Islanders from Unity 2018 to 2019, or at the very least we tried. Actually, we weren't successful because all of our Blender meshes weren't imported properly. And now I'll just squeeze in another quick little round of Will You Snail development. Hi everybody, welcome, welcome. Please let me know if anything with the stream is wrong, if you can't hear me or anything like that, just let me know. I think it should be fine. So, this game, in terms of content, in case you haven't seen it yet, is already pretty much done. We already have about 80 levels, 70, 80 levels, something like that. And this is the final section of the game that starts glitching out a little bit with a bunch of broken levels. You are expecting Islanders? Yeah, I guess we might do Islanders another time. In case you haven't seen this game before, it's basically just a crazy rage game with a bunch of crazy levels. Here we have a little boss fight that, in terms of colors, I'm not quite happy with how this looks. Still looks a little ugly. As you can see, it's quite a different game from Islanders, which is interesting. There's some other game design challenges to tackle for us. And well, last time, no, this is not the level we made last time. That's a cool level as well though. Last time we made this level here, Snowman Mafia. And the cool thing about this game is that in the end here, where it really starts glitching out, we can just do really crazy and random stuff. So if you have any crazy random ideas for a level, then we might be able to put that in there. Wangle, the level's music is really spicy. It's actually placeholder music from the YouTube music library, but I hope when I make the final music for the game it will be quite as or just as good. I mean, the music you hear here is already made by me, the winter soundtrack, but the one in the level before was not from me. And in this level the goal is to make the snowmen kill each other, which is extremely hard on this difficulty setting, as is the rest of the game. Might still require a bit of difficulty balancing, but if we just play on an easier difficulty, it should be absolutely possible. Absolutely possible, I said. Okay, it's actually still quite hard. No, so close. Almost made it out. And today we'll make a glitchy underwater level, because we already have a glitchy disco level, a glitchy normal level. Next chapter is underwater, that we still need to make a glitchy version of. I'm quite curious to see what we can do here. Here, I already created the underwater level. So far it's still completely empty. Let's put in a couple of walls and then let's just start experimenting and implementing some crazy stuff. Hope it's gonna be fun. We'll see. First of all, I'll exchange that level styler real quick, because I already created a glitchy underwater level styler. That so far is just a duplicate of the normal one. You drew 2 late game building ideas for Islanders. One might help with something you mentioned yesterday. Cool, where can we see that, or where can I find that image? Did you post it somewhere? When will Will You Snail be released and what will it cost? I think Will You Snail will still take a while. I mean, the content of the game is already pretty much done. However, I'd like to do a lot more polishing and turn this into a really good game, so it will probably take at least another 6 months, probably longer. Hard to tell. I'll release it when I'm happy with it. And what will it cost? Yeah, something around $10, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, I'm not sure. You think that's a good price? I don't know. We'll make sure it's a fair price. In general, I'm just thinking it will probably be a little more expensive than Islanders because this is more of a niche game. A rage platformer. I don't think this is a game for everybody. I really have no idea what kind of level I'm building here, but I'll just build something. 2 alternative paths here, whatever. Let's start with something like that. So how about we do 2 exits here and there? I'm sorry that I'm not reading all of the chat messages. I'll try to catch as many of them as possible, but I also like to make a bit of progress. And if I just keep reading, then I'm not making any progress. Bum, bum, bum. Oh no. Slow and steady progress. Nice. Rackington, hi. Wangoline, how's it going with the video you wanted to make for my channel? I'm waiting. Well, it's probably a smart idea and you're just waiting till I have more subscribers. I know. You probably just have a lot to do, I understand. Shovel Knight was $10. Yeah, I think something around $10 sounds about right for a game like this. It will not have a super massive amount of playtime or anything, but as I've said, for niche games you can usually ask for a little more, as you're not going for volume. Okay, now the question is, can I make this glitch out a little bit? First of all, I want to add a couple of underwater currents. Let's go mini game slayer. Where do I have my underwater currents? I think they were in special interactions. Oops. What will the point of this level be? I have no idea yet, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll figure something out. Hopefully something creative, something funny. What if we turn the camera upside down? Or what if we make the underwater shader a lot stronger? I think that's one of the things I want to try out. Why the graphics stretched placeholder? Yeah, they're not placeholders actually. This is how it will look, but I agree. There's still a little bit of visual work to be done. For the final game, I just realized that we, for some reasons, don't have the underwater controls yet. That's probably because in this one, I want to set this as a parent. The game doesn't look super bad, but it also doesn't look super awesome, so visually speaking, there's still a bit of work left to be done. Oh no. That was not the correct parent. Oopsie doopsie. Obviously, I want to use the underwater level styler as a parent, otherwise everything will look like a crazy glitched disco. That's not what we want. Islanders look so good, can't wait to get it next week. Awesome. Are you German? Yes, sorry, my accent gives me away, I know. I need to work on that. Okay, nice. Now we have proper underwater controls. Okay. Now how do we make this level really glitchy and broken? Because we already have a couple of normal underwater levels. What we want now is a crazy broken glitched underwater level for the end game. Let me go into the post-processing object and find wherever we do the underwater stuff. Beep-a-boo. Here. The underwater object exists. Wave strength and wave size. What if we override the wave strength? Oops, no, this is what I want to override. And that's why I put a snow level before this level, because I wanted something that's a little bit easier on the ice, because I have a feeling that this will not be very easy on the ice. This will probably make you vomit. Let's see. I hope this is not too insane. 40 people watching. Yeah, crazy. Gotta get used to that. Or maybe not, who knows. Okay, that looks, you know, interesting. But pretty broken, so that's a good thing, I guess. And you can still kind of see what's going on, which is nice as well. You could obviously try making that even stronger. I don't have an idea. Okay, that would be too crazy, but what if we double that? Let's see. Let's find out what happens. Are you proud of Islanders? Yeah, of course. Super duper proud. What else could I ask for? I think we'll go back to 0.2. That was crazy enough. And then we can start breaking a couple of these walls here and there. Motion sickness intensifies. Do you think that's too extreme? But it will not be something you'll have to look at for a long time. Gonna be one of those levels that just also continues to the next one if you don't manage to beat it. The question is, what will be the obstacle in this level? Do you have any creative ideas, or should we just put in some default traps? I'll just duplicate the camera controls and see if we can do something crazy with that as well. Here, camera angle. Let's see if that has any kind of impact. A shark? A giant glitched fish, as I've said 3 times. Sorry, I'm not reading chat. Maybe I should. Is Yen still #1 on Islanders ranking? I'm pretty sure not. Like, there are some crazy high scores right now. What if the world changes and the character doesn't? Yeah, that's an interesting idea as well. You could simply do that by going to the next room. In a slightly different room in the next one. That could be interesting. Ah, wrecking then, I like that idea. Yeah, I says that the levels before that made the level overheat. Oh, interesting. That looks very broken.
Yo, this is boring. Get going.
I like that. That's a nice WTF moment, and we'll just extend that level a little further to the right and put in some spikes, and I think that's enough craziness for that level. But I think then we'll have enough time to make another one. Let's finish this level real quick. So what would the giant glitched fish do? That's the question. Maybe tentacles that pop out of the cracks in the blocks. Not a bad idea, especially as I already coded tentacles for the boss fight. We could just reuse them. But then reusing anything from a boss fight can also feel a little cheap sometimes. I'm not sure if I want to do that. Torpedoes. Oh, maybe there's a submarine or something that tries to destroy you. Do you think the indie market on Steam is oversaturated? That's a tough question. I don't really know, honestly. It is definitely not undersaturated. I think we can all agree on that. Is it oversaturated? I don't know. I mean, it worked out fine for us, so... How horrible can it be? But that's obviously a typical example of survivorship bias. Ba, 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 ba. I wanted to make the level a tiny bit wider, I think. So, and then we'll put the exit somewhere here in the middle. And then I'll just drop a couple of spikes in there. Or maybe a fish or two. Some fishy, fishy, fishy. I love your streams, thank you. I appreciate that. It's good to know that I'm not doing this for nothing. I definitely feel like the quality of the streams varies quite a lot. Sometimes they're quite fun, sometimes they're a little boring, but that's how it is. I hope today will be fun. I'll just finish this off real quick. Where's the stupid goal layer here? Just really honestly makes it pretty hard to focus if you're talking to chat at the same time. But maybe I'm just using that as an excuse for my stupidity. It might very well be the case as well. Okay. Traps. Let's put in traps. I like traps. Decoration. No, that's obviously not where the traps are here. Spikes. Maybe this level doesn't even need to be super duper hard. As I said, we don't necessarily want people to get stuck here forever. Dang it, the stupid grid was once again not aligned correctly. Pretty excited for the next Islanders update. I'm really curious to see how people react to the changes we'll make. Not gonna be a super huge amount of new content, but just in general, it's like really, really exciting because literally 1,000 people are playing this game every single day. Well, I've never been in a situation like that before where I have that amount of responsibility not to mess the game up. Dum 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 dum. But for most changes, luckily, I'm pretty sure that people will like them. For example, the balancing changes I made to the walls in Islanders, I think is something pretty much everybody will agree with, because I haven't seen a single person that likes the walls. I think I made them a lot better with the new balancing. I just figured if this is a super broken, glitched level, then why not put a couple of spikes mid-air? Why not, you know? Looks nice and glitchy and broken. Maybe even scale them around a little bit, who knows? No. Okay, that is too much. Okay, we won't do that. This looks nice and broken. Let's check it out in game. Go! Do the balloons? Yeah, I think we'll do the balloons. Actually, I think we might have already made the mesh for that. It's really hard to see where you are.
Make humans great again.
You can't see anything because my camera is blocking the view. You're also not really missing anything, it's just me dying in different ways. Okay, this is surprisingly hard to control. I thought this would be relatively simple, but seems like we once again made it too hard, so let's just remove a bunch of Spikesees, especially in the opening area here. Yeah. And then this area in the end here can be a little harder, I guess. Let's try again. They're coding and working on a game, but it takes a long time to make it. Yeah, unfortunately, game development takes a long amount of time, especially if you're making games alone.
What a shame.
Now it looks more doable. I did it! It is possible.
Well, took you long
Let's see if the other...
enough. Nothing
oops. Can you restart, please?
to be proud of.
Oh yeah, okay, already restarted. Let's see if the other path works as well, without too much trouble. Oh no, you get boosted up there, okay. You can also go down here, and that works as well, with about the same amount of difficulty. Cool, so I'd say this level is done, let's make the next one. And let's do something cool on the next level as well. Should the next level be upside down as well? I think the next one should probably not be upside down. Let's see. Let's put in a new underwater level. Underwater, copy me. Okay, I will copy you. Underwater. And then we'll figure out what to do here. Where are the walls? Here. Give me a sec, I'll just have some water. Motion sickness for the win, yes! Reverse gravity, like press jump button to stop jumping. Interesting idea. Sounds like something that would deserve a couple more levels. I'm more looking for something that works as a one-level gimmick, I guess. You could use the shark idea and play music like the one from Jaws when it comes closer. Thing is, of course, that we already had an underwater boss fight with an enemy that chases you. The Kraken boss fight was basically already a underwater chase sequence. Of course, it was a little bit of a slower one, but nonetheless. Or maybe we can do something with the shark. If you want the shark, we can do the shark. We can do a drunk shark. What am I wearing this stream? You just noticed? I'm a trendsetter, what can I say? Just wait a couple of months and everybody will be walking around like this. I actually think this is pretty stylish, today's outfit. Ah! I forgot, I can't switch the camera on and off, otherwise GameMaker crashes. One more reason to use Unity. I hope I didn't lose too much progress. Henry Richard, I just bought the game yesterday. It's really awesome. Not sure if I already read that, but I'll just thank you again for your support and for getting the game, and I'm glad to hear you like it. YouTube cares about you. I'm not sure what you mean. What do you mean? Okay, please tell me the other level we just made isn't gone. If that is gone, I would be a little pissed. Oh no. Oh, okay, thank God. Little heart attack. Yeah, I can live with that. Okay, we'll just do that again. And we'll do it better this time. I think I'd like to do another level that feels a little bit like Overkill, similar to the Snowman Mafia level, for example. What if we do an army of sharks that tries to kill you? Or an army of submarines, something like that. Something that feels a bit climactic. As we're slowly but surely getting closer and closer to the end of the game. Okay, compromise, we'll do a shark submarine. Who is for a shark submarine? Okay, everybody is for a shark submarine. We'll do a shark submarine. Shark submarine. And the shark submarine will be placed here and will just fire a billion torpedoes at you. And I hope that will be cool. And let's save, so this doesn't happen again. Goal will go over here. Loop. Save. Save. Okay, let's see how a torpedo shark or a submarine shark looks like. We'll have to figure that out. Hello, you're here again. Can you promote my newbie channel, please? Yes, of course. Click on the Dark Guys YouTube channel. I have no idea which kind of videos are you making. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about it. That usually helps to get people interested. Okay, so far this looks like an angry dolphin. Not quite sure how to do a shark in Will You Snail look. No, that is definitely an angry dolphin, but okay, who cares? Angry dolphin it is. And let's mix in a bit more submarine. Don't even know. No, submarines don't look like that, right? How does a submarine even look like? I have no idea. Oh my god. It's so ugly. What the hell is this? Oh god. Let's just pretend I made this ugly on purpose. And the colors don't really help either. Okay, maybe if we make this a bit more symmetrical, it'll be a little better. Who knows? Okay, here we go. Shark, submarine. We might have to change that sprite later. Now let's create an object. Dang, which layer is that on? Let's put that onto the minigame layer, actually. And let's have a look at how that looks in-game, because sometimes, if you're lucky, it looks a little better in-game than in the editor. The best art? I know. I am clearly an artist. No! Dang it. Never make games with GameMaker. Don't do it. Don't do it. Maybe GameMaker was like, okay, this is too ugly, I can't process this. Beep! Looks like a torpedo. Torpedo shark is okay as well. But I guess with my luck, Sprite will just be gone now. Do I press save? Oh, it's actually still here. Who would have thought? Room's still here as well. Oh, it's still all here. Let's see if it wants to start now. Cool. Cool. Seems like it will start. Shark 1. Yeah. It's been doing that to me too. Are you using GameMaker as well? Let's skip to the next level. Oh yeah, see, it already looks a little tiny bit better. But also not really.
Yo, this is boring. Get going.
But maybe if we just make the chart really, really glitchy, then the bad graphics won't matter anymore. Ba. Okay, let's see. Nautic, I'm back. Thanks for coming back. Thank goodness. You're here again. No, nothing can go wrong. Add something to the back of it? Oh yeah. Maybe we can add another torpedo.
Yo, this is boring. Get going.
It's not really changing its size. Why is that? Ah! Oops. What the hell? Am I drunk? Is this a Z lion? What is happening? Exactly, you're starting to get it. Nice. Yes, that's a good direction. I'm starting to like this. Let's just keep it like this for now. And let's see how this feels when it fires a billion torpedoes at you. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe we can just steal that torpedo from here. Not sure. What do I see here? A pixel art master like me cannot accept this. See, this is how you do brilliant pixel art. Okay. Now we'll call this torpedo. Spur torpedo. Object torpedo. And then we'll tell this if it collides with a wall or goes outside of the room, it will destroy itself. And then we can code the rest of the movement, which shouldn't take too long. Collision with wall. Instance destroy. And outside room, instance destroy. Image angle at the beginning is random, probably. And then I'll set a random rotation speed as well, something from 5 to -5. Rotation speed and angle equals direction. All right, and then we need to make it faster as well. Speed plus equals 0.2. And I will just let this spawn a bunch of rockets. Layer get ID. Okay, let's try it out. I hope this will have the intended effect. It should fire small torpedo sharks that fire more. Oh yeah, I like that idea. Well, let's see how that looks first. Make it fire sharks and torpedoes. I still love how you use the German accent. Okay, I guess then I won't have to fix it. Why is it not firing any torpedoes? XY layer torpedoes, object torpedo. There should be a bunch of torpedoes flying. Oh, I see, the torpedoes don't have a sprite yet. That's a dumb mistake. Now it will work. You need to go, Cathead. Well, thanks, you stayed here for quite a while. Hope you enjoyed. Nice, yeah, see, that's about what I was thinking. The torpedoes are flying backwards. I mean, how are you supposed to get past that? I think it's not possible at the moment, right? First of all, let me fix the direction of those torpedoes simply by flipping the sprite. Image flip. Flip, mirror is the correct one, okay. Let's make them a little smaller, and let's also randomize the acceleration. That could be cool as well. I didn't put the sprite, you spotted it. Thanks. We're not even making games, we're making apps. I still like watching your videos, especially your 2-year to 3-month workflow idea. Yeah. I'm glad you found that helpful. It's definitely something I'll do for my next projects. In case you don't know which video we're talking about, then check out the how to make a big game video. I think that's something about that. So it's called, one of the recent videos. Okay, I think it's would not be possible to get past this crazy glitchy shark. So how's the performance?
Yo, this is boring. Get going. Get going, or I'll have to restart you.
400 frames per second is not exactly like we have a lot of wiggle room here. Haha, wiggle room. That's exactly what the shark does. Wiggle around. I guess we don't need that many torpedoes. And then in order to test this properly, we'll also make sure the torpedoes can actually kill us. Otherwise, it's a little hard to test the difficulty of this level. Player. Collision with torpedo. Ba ba ba. Be right back. Gotta eat. Okay. Just make randomly a variation of it to fix it? What do you mean? Maybe torpedoes should be slower. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe we do fewer torpedoes. Oh yeah. Now that you say that, they're pretty fast.
Yo, this is boring. Get going. Did you do that on purpose? Certainly looked like it.
And maybe it'd be cool if a couple more torpedoes would keep flying in your direction. I already have an interesting idea of how we could make that work. What if they stop rotating when they're facing into your direction? That would be very interesting. I want to try that. So we'll see. Dir to player equals point direction. Dir to player minus direction, and from that we'll take the absolute value. So it doesn't matter whether positive or negative. If that direction is smaller than 2, or smaller than 5, will not keep rotating. I guess this can cause some issues in some edge cases, but for the most part this should work. Do you make all your games in GameMaker, or do you also make games in Unity or Unreal? Yeah, I'm making games in GameMaker and Unity. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. Only problem is that can't really leave because torpedoes keep hitting us. So what we need to do is reset them when the level restarts. Scripts, papa. With object torpedo do instance destroy. Now let's see how that plays. I'm really curious. Make it so to fire all torpedoes like every 10 to 15 seconds. You mean they should come out in bursts, not as a continuous stream? And that might be cool. We definitely need to make the torpedoes a little slower. I mean, that looks really crappy. I'm not sure if I'll keep this. The graphic for the torpedo shark is obviously what I'm talking about. The level itself looks kind of promising. Let's make the torpedoes a little slower. Torpedoes. For that, I'll just cut the rotation speed in half. Cut the acceleration in half. Now with half the speed, if we want the same density, We also need to cut the spawn rate in half. Spawn rate fell a little too high anyway, so let's make that even lower. I think the torpedoes should be slower than the player. Yeah, I think we just made them a little slower. Let's see how fast they are now. Will you die underwater? I mean, yeah, of course you can die. Will you die by these 2019 graphics? Yeah, that's definitely what will kill you. Luckily, I can just say it looks bad on purpose. But as I've said, I'm not sure if I'll keep these graphics. I wonder how it would look if the torpedoes were glitching around a little bit as well. Or their visuals. Doot, doot, doot. Now we can randomize those parameters a little bit, times 0.8 plus random 0.4. So that's plus minus 20%. So let's just see how this looks. Maybe it's a bad idea. We don't want this to be too hard on the ice. Let's see. Oh. Seems like they're invisible now. Why is that? Of course, I accidentally switched those two. Maybe it's better if they're invisible. Maybe make torpedoes aim at the player slower. Oh god. At the very least it's consistent now. It's also kind of hard to see where they are going. Maybe we should remove the rotation jiggle. Make him spawn little robo sharks or something else. You mean we should do something else than torpedoes? Still kinda easy to get past all of the torpedoes. Is that because he managed to pull it off one time? Make it stop. I've had enough. Just make him spawn little enemies every 10 seconds or more. But it doesn't even take 10 seconds probably to beat the level. Maybe it takes... If you manage to pull it off, maybe it takes 12 seconds to beat the level. See? Spawn them at a random position of the shark. Yeah, we should probably do that. That would also help the glitchy look a little bit. Let's be quite generous with where they can spawn. Little shark torpedoes that stay there for 1 to 2 seconds and then fire at you. You wanna give him another attack. Okay, I think the more I look at this, the more I think he should keep looking at you. That would make it feel a little more threatening. Just a little bit of experimentation. Why is he not looking at me? Ah, that is the reason. Oopsie doopsie. Okay, so you want him to have another attack. I guess we'll give him another attack then. Oh no, he's exactly looking in the opposite direction. Why do I always draw my sprites looking in the wrong direction? That's dumb. I wonder what would happen if he swam towards you as well. That might be cool. Although, what does the performance say? Okay. 450 frames. Yes, in Game Maker, the speed of the game is tied to the frame rate. Okay. Okay. Let's make him swim towards the player as well. That means we have to reset that position as well when we restart the level. room reset with object shark submarine do x equals x start and y equals y start. Then we can put him a little further to the right because he'll be moving towards you anyway. Will this game be free or will it cost? I mean, I have to agree with you that if you look at this level specifically, it definitely looks like it should be a free game. But I assume that will not be the case. Dang it, why is it moving in the wrong direction as well? Because the sprite is still looking in the wrong direction. Shark submarine. Don't do that to me. It will cost €6 and will be published by Rockstar Games. Stop making fun of me. It's not funny. What will see? We'll see. Honestly, I can't really imagine this game doing as well as Islanders either. That will probably not happen, but I hope it will just be a fun game. Movement was a little slow. Let's make that a bit faster. When you manage to slip through, it feels more like luck. Maybe we should make torpedoes even a bit slower, I'm not sure. Yeah, let's slow them down a bit more. But 05. And then maybe we can make the level a bit longer, so maybe he could keep chasing you for a little bit. And then once you get past him, maybe he changes his attack pattern and does a different attack. That would be cool. Also, I want to give his torpedoes a bit more position jitter. I mean, they don't have any position jitter. Let's give them a bit of position jitter as well. Plus 10 minus random 20, something like that. And one thing that I think will just make them popping up feel a little more smooth is we set their size at the beginning to 0 and then just scale them up over time. Dibble Games, hey, welcome. Hope you have a nice day as well. It's not funny. The C joke again. I'm sorry. Is this how you pronounce the S? Is this correct now? I would like to do it correctly, but I don't. Sometimes I forget how it's done. Z, now all of the torpedoes and the crappy shark at least look like they're have the same amount of glitchiness. I mean, yeah, the slower torpedoes are definitely better. Can still be a bit tricky to get past them once there are a lot of them. There should probably be a bigger burst of them at the beginning, so you can't just get a rush past the enemy. I feel like if you manage to beat the level, then that's just because you got lucky at the beginning. Please do not change it. I think the C instead of the S makes you be you. Yeah, but me trying to fix that issue also makes me me, so don't worry, I'll be me regardless. Let's just create 50 torpedoes at the beginning. In room reset. And we need to destroy the torpedoes before that, otherwise the new torpedoes will be destroyed as well. We don't want that. XCat, hi, welcome. And ABC, hello, hello. You spent 10 years learning not to pronounce TH as C. Yeah, I like the fact that there's a big burst of torpedoes at the beginning now. First of all, that makes the enemy feel more dangerous, and secondly, it makes it harder to rush through and cheese the enemy. Might be a smart idea to lure the enemy down here and then jump over his head. Or maybe we can make that a valid strategy. That'd be cool. Come on! Yeah. I mean, I wanted it to be hard level, now we have a hard level. Guess it's what I wanted. These torpedoes still get quite fast after a while, maybe we should cap out their speed. Let's not allow them to get too fast, maybe. Stream is addicting. Why is that? Am I doing anything interesting? Yeah, you just noticed the death count when you die, yeah. I think it's pretty easy to notice once you know it's there. It's just not something you realize if you don't know it's there. Do you think that is not how it should be? Okay, I think we'll switch the attack pattern once we get on the other side of the shark. That sounds like a fun thing to do. Maybe the shark could still be a little faster. Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah, that looks even more dangerous. Oh, now it's swimming upside down. I mean, who cares at this point? I'm not sure I'm quite happy with the level design so far, because you're really not... You don't have to use the space available to you. It's a little one-dimensional, the level, because you're really just moving on one plane at the bottom here and hoping for the best that you're not getting hit. Just wondering if we can somehow use all of this space we have here, right? That will obviously require us to make some adjustments. Like moving the shark from this layer to to this layer so it can go over walls. Oh no. Did I not copy it properly? Dang it! Okay, I'll just put it in again. What was that about the correct size? Oh dang, I can't remember. But then once again, getting cover behind something like that might make the level too easy. We'll have to see what that does to the level. Let's just try it out. You thought it was damage or something. No, it's actually the death count. Hiding spot, maybe somewhere where a torpedo can't fit. Also, perhaps it's a little unintuitive that the shark can go through that wall here, but the torpedoes cannot. Okay, easy solution, let's just make the shark stop somewhere around here. And if that is not a good solution, then we'll might have to find a different solution. But sometimes the easy solutions are the best solutions, so let's try the easy solutions first. Or maybe we should also just give the shark a proper collider and make sure it doesn't go through there. Over that would require a bit of recoding, and I don't want to do recoding. Okay, I have yet another idea for a solution. Torpedoes can go through walls. Which obviously renders that cover pretty useless. But at the very least we can use that space here for maneuverability now. Let's check how that plays. Shark instead of Shrek. Did I say Shrek? Raycast on Shark. Yeah, I wish there were Raycast in Game Maker. That would be so useful. Unfortunately, there isn't. And it's one of the things I miss the most. Because now at the very least you can do some different strategies, like luring the shark up here and then trying to go below. Yeah, that's actually... I like that. Now you can use the 3D space, you know. Or you can also try to go above. Now it feels less one-dimensional. Obviously that doesn't mean it automatically becomes super duper easy. But it's definitely more possible now. I think I'll make it a little easier because we wanted to do a second attack once you get to the other side of the shark, right? I'll just reduce the difficulty a lot and make the level a bit longer so we can start coming up with some ideas. What we want once you are on the other side of the shark. Maybe slightly longer. Bum, bum, bum. So what should we do for the second attack? Sharks firing sharks. Little baby sharks that stop and then speed towards you. What will it be? And let's try to keep the verticality of the level. Because staying on the ground all the time is a little boring. Let's just make the level a little glitchy down here, because we don't need that area anyway. Okay, very nice. Let's see if everything still works. Don't say baby shark. Is that a song? Probably a super famous song everybody knows, except for me, right? That's usually how it is. Bum, 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 bum. I would like to see the rest of the level, but for that I need to make it on the other side. Nice. So I feel like once you're on the other side you can probably get out relatively quickly, so we definitely need some fast attacks that can get you quickly. Didn't I just cut the spawn rate of the torpedoes in half? Why are there still so many? Guess we'll have to wait the first burst out a little bit. totally possible to get to the other side if you're a little patient. As you can see here, leaving after that is quite easy. Easy is pronounced that way though, right? You don't say easy. Is it easy or is it easy? Yep, they stop for 1-2 seconds and aim and charge in one direction. Not aiming after charging. Okay, I see what you mean. We can do that. Let's do that. You were asking why I didn't start in Unity. Yeah, that was a dumb mistake, of course. I thought this would just be a little small troll project that I do for a week or two, but it turned out to be more fun than I expected, not only to play, but also to develop. So I wanted to turn it into a bigger project. And now we're stuck with GameMaker. And I like GameMaker for small 2D games. Because as you can see here, if we want to implement something new, usually that's just a couple of lines of code. It's very, very fast, but it just has a couple of other disadvantages that make it kind of unpleasant to work with for bigger projects. Baby shark. How big will the baby shark be? This time I'll make it face in the correct direction. I'll not mess it up again. How about we give them a giant mouth? No, let's leave it like that, and let's try to give it a small 2-frame animation. Mm-hmm. I mean, for a glitchy enemy that will do, I hope. I don't know what else. I think I'll just duplicate the torpedo. Actually, the baby shark is not that different from the torpedo. Delete, please. Object baby shark thingy. Then what we'll do in the beginning is I'll set the direction to point direction. Do we have an AI in this room? Yes, nice. Then we can use the AI position, which predicts the movement of the player a little bit ahead of time, which should be useful for something like torpedoes. Image angle. Rotation speed and acceleration is something we don't need. But then we'll set a timer of half a second or something. And then we'll reduce that timer every frame, timer minus minus. And if the timer is smaller or equal to 0, we'll set the speed to 15 or whatever. Which means we don't need any of that. And we also don't need any of that. That is already in place. That is already in place. See? Perfect. The baby shark is done. Now all we need to do is give it the correct sprite. And then the shark submarine needs to spawn them. If object player.x is smaller than x, then we'll spawn these things. Otherwise, we'll spawn the baby sharks. And for that, we'll just see if that is already a reasonable spawn rate. Otherwise, we'll just change it a little bit. And then we need to make sure the player can be destroyed by baby sharks, which should be a very easy fix. Duplicate event, and when we collide with the baby shark, it will be destroyed. Cool. Cool. Anti-Gear Games, hey, thanks for stopping by. That's cool, Azzy. Spider, fish, shark, torpedo. I mean, have you already seen the underwater spider kraken end boss? It kind of looks like a spider as well. I'll show you in a sec if I remember. Couple of things we need to fix probably. First of all, color of the shark needs to be a lot darker in my opinion. Secondly, we don't need as many of them. Can have an even slower spawn rate for that. 0.0.5. That sounds like a good number. More stylish like this. Now I'll obviously beat this first. Oh, forgot I said anything. Now I'll obviously beat this first try. Leave me alone! Dang it. Oh! Sometimes there are some random sharks flying around. Let's fix that real quick. That's a diva shark, definitely wants to speak with the manager. Yeah, he's... does not look happy. That's a funny image actually. Where's the manager? Come on, let me pass. Jeez. They should have a little more time before they start moving, I guess. A little hard to react to that. Well, let's say a bit over 1 second before they start moving, and when they start moving they are a little bit slower, and also we don't need that many of them. Baby shark, let's do even fewer of those. And pray that I'll be able to beat it now. Ah, is that how I get internet? Now I get it. Oh, jeez. That took a while. Are you gonna participate in the next Ludum Dare? Yes. Yes, I will. And I'll obviously live stream the Ludum Dare as well. Bum 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 bum. When is Ludum Dare? In 2 weeks, I think, right? What? Jacksepticeye has played Islanders? Really? Jeesh! I haven't seen that video yet. That's awesome. Jeesh. Is that really true? Oh my god. We'll have to check that in a sec. I mean, Jacksepticeye played Islanders Superflight as well, but I was not part of the Superflight team, so that was not as exciting back then. Come on, let me pass. I wanna see Jacksepticeye play Islanders. Now I'm getting too impatient. I can't make it to the other side. Ah, so close. Oh, come on. Now here we go. What the hell? Now it's way too easy again? I don't understand. Why? Why? Also, I feel like these sharks are a little too big, right? For baby sharks, they should probably be smaller, quite a bit smaller. Okay, I guess we'll have to find the middle ground somewhere in between. He really just uploaded it. Awesome. That's really, really cool. What made you decide to use GameMaker for this game? Actually, as I've said earlier, but we probably weren't there yet, I just wanted to make a little small game in a couple of weeks, and I think GameMaker is a good engine for making small 2D games. But then the game turned out to be a lot bigger than I expected. That's why I'm stuck with GameMaker now, because I can't be bothered to bring all of this to Unity. This game already has 70-80 levels, so it's almost entirely complete now. It's just really too late to switch back to Unity. Let me pass. Nice. No. Ugh. Almost managed to slip through. Okay, I'll just make this even easier, the first section of the game, simply because I'm running out of patience, and also because it might be more fun this way. Let's see. Yeah, that will boost Islanders for sure. If big YouTubers pick up the game, that's always very, very good for the game. Especially if it's not a story-driven game. For a story-driven game, I'm not sure how much it actually helps, but for a game like Islanders, it's definitely a big advantage. Like it's such a weird feeling to go to Twitch in the evening and watch a bunch of Islanders live streams. Really cool. Cool, seems to be possible now. I like. I think I'll have to rework some of the sprites. I'm not quite sure happy with the baby shark, but I think we got the base gameplay down more or less. I'm surprised that this is still difficult even with half of the torpedoes. I guess a huge majority of the torpedoes is also just coming from the first burst of torpedoes. And then for the little baby shark, something that would be cool is if they would, if it were a little easier to see in which direction they are charging. They had a little arrow in front of them or something like that, so you can prepare a little better for where they will go. That would also be, that would be awesome. But dodging them like this is possible as well. Entirely possible. We can probably even increase the spawn rate back up to something crazier. I haven't tried Godot. I think Godot is pretty solid for 2D games as well. But I can't tell for sure because I haven't tried it. I've only heard good things about it though. Unity would give me everything, yeah. I mean, GameMaker has some advantages as well. As I've said, it is very, very fast. Just when your projects start getting bigger, then it gets a little more annoying. Because it's hard to organize and structure your games properly in GameMaker. I feel like that's a lot easier and more comfy in Unity. And then obviously Unity has some amazing features like ray casting. GameMaker simply doesn't have any ray casting, and that's a feature you definitely miss after using Unity for a while, because ray casting is just that useful. Okay, I would say level complete, mission complete. I feel like the gameplay of the level is quite nice now. I feel like these fish, we can even make them a little faster again. That would be totally fine. And now, let's check out the Jacksepticeye video together. Really want to see how that looks. Dum dum da dum dum. Bum 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 bum. Jacksepticeye.
Find it difficult to do.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire,
okay, let's wait this ad out. And perhaps try this level again with the increased spawn rate. Yes, let's watch. Yeah, someone just told me in chat as well. It's crazy, I didn't know either. Like, what else can you wish for, really, as a game developer? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I think it's definitely still possible. Looks like a well-balanced difficulty for Rage mode. Obviously it's not balanced for the other difficulty settings yet. On the easier difficulties it should probably be easier. And now we should be able to watch this Jacksepticeye video. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, what? It's another ad? What's happening? Oh, did the ad pause because I tapped out of the window? YouTube that smart? Let's go. Ah! Finally. Okay, here we go.
Hard day. A long day of yelling at video games. It's time to take it easy. Play an easy, happy-go-lucky game. Grab your blankets. Make sure there's no spiders in it because it's been lying on the ground for a while. Because you know your boy's filthy.
Yeah, let's
check the Steam store since I got back from PAX, and this was in it. I like.
Then you can do so yourself, I guess. Just want to see.
Like these types of games. This looks like the type of game where I get in and I make my own little village. I get my own little economy going, my own little people. I become the god of their world. And I tell them what to do and when to go to school and all that kind of stuff. Okay, and it's adorable. Not only do I like these types of games, but I also like these types of games. Okay, I can rotate with Q and E.
If he understands the base gameplay.
I do Jack in the sawmill. Okay. Put the sawmill.
Yeah.
Here?
Most players are a little confused at the beginning.
Boom!
Okay, but that's a decent lumberjack placement.
Boom! Oh, baby, I'm the best at this game. Don't even come at me. I know how to treat my people well.
I really like his enthusiasm. That's exactly how you're supposed to play Islanders.
You wanted me to get 20, and I'm out here busting out 34s. Big, lovely, bountiful babies in this community. Oh, you're all so precious. Whenever you reach your score goal by filling up this bar, you get new abilities. This is actually quite cozy. I'm enjoying this. This is a nice time. I'm having a good time. I have a headache again. I sleep too long.
That's so cool. That makes me really happy. That makes me really
so like
happy.
Plus 8? Plus 8! Big boy!
Let's see what he ends up building.
And then,
There's no such thing
I'll
as a
watch
perfect
the
writer.
entire
This is
video
why I
today
use
in the evening.
Grammarly
Okay,
to check
another
them.
ad.
If I'm putting commas in the wrong places,
accept.
that
We'll
can
watch it
shift
for
my
you.
credibility and
Take our
ability to
AdSense.
influence and persuade others.
It helped me become a better writer and not be so afraid to share.
English is my second language, but
OMG, OMG, I have my idea in Jonah's game. Yes. You made it. Congratulations. Yeah, Jack's playing it. I know, it's crazy. 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 Wanna see what he builds. Can we keep watching now? Or how does this work? Okay. Huh? Another one. Okay. Okay. At the earliest, it's an ad for a game. I can deal with that. Looks cool. It has tanks. Get ad block. Yeah, I have ad block. Hey, why do I need to watch it again now? No, that's not fair. Come on, get it over with. Okay, now it's running again. Okay, finally. Jeez. Just want to see what she's building.
Middle. It takes about 2 hours to go right and 2 hours to go left. So it's about 4 hours total.
Just does not feel right to promote adblock as a content creator side. I don't want to do that, of course.
But from north to south, it's like 6 hours. 6 to 7 hours. That's not a very big country. That's smaller than some states in America.
Second island, nice. You made it to the second island.
That's what life is all about. Life is all about finding the stuff that makes you feel good about yourself. And if it can make...
I'll definitely watch the entirety of this in the evening today. Sounds like a nice chill video. Oh my god, it's 30 minutes long. Jeez, what are people writing? Okay. It seems like Jack is going on a holiday.
There's no space for a fountain. I shouldn't have put everything in the one spot. Oh, I have...
Oh, jeez. Made it to the 4th island. No, I'm not gonna watch another ad. Okay, but actually the fact that Jack played Islanders makes me really happy. Let's save this. I'll be reading chat for a couple more minutes. If you have any questions or suggestions or things you'd like to discuss with me, I'll be here for a couple more minutes and then we'll call it a day. And then we'll just all go to Jacksepticeye's video and watch watch him build some beautiful islands. The ads are longer than the video itself. Nah, not really. The video is 30 minutes long. Totally fine to put a bunch of ads in there. Yeah, and also it looked a little glitched. That's true. Yeah. And of course, if you want to support a content creator, you should watch the ads. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay, anything we need to discuss? Otherwise, we'll just call it a day. It was a fun stream. I got the best looks. Who got the best looks? I got the best looks. Alrighty. Then I guess I'll see you tomorrow with another development live stream. We'll either do some Islander stuff or some Will You Snell stuff, depending on how I feel and what needs to be done. Do you check your Twitter often? Because I might want to send you some ideas. I usually check it every now and then. Twitter is a good way to contact me, generally speaking. Do you have a team for Ludum Dare? Yes, I'll be making a game with one of my friends from game school. Yen. I've already made another Ludum Dare game with him. It's called Overcharge. Maybe you can find it on the previous Ludum Dare website. But you can also find it on itch.io, on my itch.io account, Overcharge. It's a fun tower defense game. If you like tower defense games, unconventional tower defense games, then give it a shot. It's a fun little playthrough, and it's, of course, free, as it's just a game jam game. I kind of missed the late game suggestions part of the last stream. Oh yeah, I mean, feel free to deliver your ideas if you have any good ones, then there's a decent chance we'll consider them. Other than Unity and GameMaker, have you tried any other engines? No. No. 2 engines is enough for me. I mean, I've tried Unreal Engine for a little bit, but it doesn't really count because it was only like 1 day. Cool. I'll just end the stream before there are any more questions coming in. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day and see you soon. Bye bye.